rematch. I don't think Terence Crawford will ever fight again.
Yeah.
You know, I think unless he gets Canelo, I don't think Crawford will fight again. He definitely won't fight Virgil Ortiz. Won't rematch Madrimov. You know, he's made a lot of money, and I think he's just, you know, he's
the Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. Yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight, and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I mean.
Eddie Hearn thinks that Terence Crawford will quit boxing if he doesn't get the big fight with Canelo Alvarez, won't get the rematch. I don't think Terence Crawford will ever fight again. You know, I think unless he gets Canelo, I don't think Crawford will fight again. He definitely won't fight. Virgil Ortiz won't rematch Mav. You know he's getting a lot of money, and I think he's just, you know, he's calm. Hearn says again that Crawford, the 4-division world champion, only wants fights that will make him a lot of money. The WBO recently told 154-pound champion Sebastian Fonder that he should fight Terence Crawford next in the unification fight. However, Eddie Hearn says that fight is not likely to happen. Huge Mexican star Canelo Hearn is the only one who can do that. Hearn said, I don't think Crawford will fight again unless it's Canelo Alvarez. I don't think he'll fight Virgil Ortiz or Israel Maidodov again, and he definitely won't fight Boots. Who are you going to fight? I don't think he'll fight Fonder, for example. Crawford could make a lot of money by fighting Virgil Ortiz. Boots matter. Ismo and Fonder, it wouldn't be as much as what he would make by fighting Canelo. The Mexican star won't agree to it unless he's paid a huge amount of money. Hearn said more about the situation, saying that he's made a lot of money and isn't interested in fights that will make him a fortune or really get him excited. The only person who gets him excited is Canelo. I don't think he'll fight again if he can't get that fight. Also, Canelo Alvarez is still willing to fight Crawford next if he wins his title fight against Edgar Bonga on September 14th. Crawford made his goals clear after beating Israel Maran to win the WBA light middleweight title. He wants to face Canelo Alvarez, who currently reigns as the unified super middleweight champion. However, the weight difference between the two raises questions about the possibility and competitiveness of the match. In a recent interview, Alvarez recognized the buzz but expressed skepticism about the benefits of such a fight when asked if the WBO order eliminates the chance of facing Crawford. He remarked, I don't think so. I'm not saying that fight can't happen. Order doesn't matter. Canelo previously mentioned that the significant weight disparity could result in a no-win scenario for him. If I beat him, people will say it was expected because of the size difference, but if he wins, it would be seen as a huge upset, Alvarez explained, suggesting that the fight might not be worth the risk from his viewpoint. Canelo said that if the money is right, then there is no problem with him fighting Crawford, but Canelo also said that Crawford will be an effortless fight for him due to the weight class difference between the two fighters. The Sheikh said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford. Yeah, if he's willing to pay whatever I want, calm out, that'll work. If so, if I mean, yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it. Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but for me in my weight class is an easy fight for me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because you know I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw CRA for the last fight and he don't move that much now. So yeah, if the money is right, I mean, Fandor promoter Samson Luke also said that he is sure the 30-day deadline to strike a deal is act high less than a 15-day deadline because Luka is convinced Crawford still has thoughts of fighting Sal. Canelo Alvarez said, I'm waiting on an offer now, and I'm certain one will not come until after the 14th. I'd like to find out right now. Crawford's going to fight for the money or the titles. I believe he wants the money. Crawford will do everything he can to fight Canelo, and his team will not call me until after the fight. There is deep skepticism in the business over whether the Founder Crawford ever happens. Luka, however, warms the conversation by saying this following Crawford's narrow third victory by unanimous decision over former World Boxing Association 154-pound title holder Israel and Rizmo, who winning the final 2 rounds on all 3 scorecards, decided the outcome in Crawford's favor after he failed to back or hurt the younger. His bystand fighter set is 37 years old, and Sebastian Fandor will kick his set fights the way he fought August 3. He has no shot. He will get knocked up by Fonder. Turkey Alo Sheikh also said that Crawford is only looking to fight Canelo next. He said, I don't think Crawford will fight anyone except Canelo. This is my view. This is what I feel, but it is about him. We gave him an offer for Virgil Ortiz, and I don't know if he will. Take it or not, we have a deal to do a big fight for Ortiz if Crawford doesn't take the fight, but I don't think Crawford will take it. I think he only wants Canelo. I understand that. I respect all the athletes. Turkey also said that he's looking forward to working with Canelo despite the two having some tension recently. But Eddie Hearn says he's unsure if talks will occur between Canelo Alvarez and His Excellency Turkey allows Shap for a fight with Terry offered in 2025. Hearn says Turkey was upset recently that the Mexican great Canelo's 62,200 prof at 41,031 cost, whom His Excellency is high on. Hearn told His Excellency he asked Canelo to meet him and he said, "No, I don't think there's anyone in boxing who wouldn't meet His Excellency other than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is incredibly rich, so it's not the same thing for him to put off Turkey as it would be for a normal fighter who wasn't sitting on top of a $250 million income and could bring in massive money against anyone they choose." Edie further stated about this situation, saying His Excellency has it in his head to make these incredible markets fights, which are amazing for boxing, but when he can't make them, he's frustrated. Hearn about Turkey's desire to match Canelo against Crawford. He has the ability to make them because he has the war chest to do it. I think he was frustrated that he couldn't at least have a conversation to try and make Crawford Canelo. But who knows if that topic will come around. Crawford has accomplished many big things in boxing, but victory over Canelo would be his biggest accomplishment. The super middleweight world champion has only tasted defeat twice against Dimitri Bivol and Floyd Mayweather, and it's the Bivol fight that Crawford's trainer, Back McIntyre, will be studying if a fight between Crawford and Canelo takes place. He said he made him move his feet. If the fight ever happened, that's the fight that I would go back and watch. I'd look at Mayweather versus Canelo too. However, Tim Bradley wants Terence Crawford to fight in his boots, and Dick Bradley wants Crawford to come down from the clouds, stop chasing Canelo, and asking for a fight and take what's in front of him against Boots. He said, "I hear you, bud, and the Canelo fight is a dream fight of yours. However, there's a guy right around your weight class that is similar to Canelo, and none of you win the titles in the welterweight division." Bradley further said everybody is going to come out and watch this fight because Boots is supposed to be the next coming. Said Bradley, when Bud is out the door, when he's gone, Boots is supposed to be that guy. Boots is trying to line himself up with Bud because he knows that Bud is going to be leaving the game and he thinks he can beat him. But Eddie Hearn said that fighting Boots Sandick would be a more riskier thing for Crawford to do than him fighting Canelo. Knows how dangerous the boot, and he knows it won't pay the money that the risk warrants just yet, but maybe in 6 to 12 months, maybe that's the mega fight that he needs. That's a riskier fight in your opinion than Canelo? No, but if you lose to Canelo, you're losing to 168 all-time great. You lose to Boots. Tennis. Sometimes these fighters feel like you're giving them the opportunity because if Boots, when Boots beats Crawford, he breaks another fight that many want to see is a clash between Canelo Alvarez and David Nevada. David's father and trainer, Jose Benacenor, says Terence Crawford is not an exciting fighter and reminds him of Shocker Stevenson with his attitude to fighting. He feels that Crawford just focuses on winning rounds and doesn't go out of his way to entertain the fans like his son David does it. Jose Sr.'s view on Crawford being a dull boxer might have to do with his recent debut at 150 for against WBA champion Israel Madoff. CIT mostly boxed Madoff in a chess match and didn't take chances to entertain the fans. Joss said, "I'm not even going to compare David to Terence Crawford. David is an exciting fighter. David comes to throw punches and risk a lot. He comes to put on a show." Joss further compared Crawford with the stablemate Shocker Stevenson and said Terence Crawford is a really good fighter. He always plays it safe and wants to win the rounds, but I don't think he risks. He doesn't give the people energy, and he's going to come and have a good fight with me. Terence Crawford is similar to Shocker Stevenson. Crawford's showing against him off wasn't the most dominant. Looking into a possible matchup against Canelo, many felt that the Mexican would be too much for Crawford. The 2 times super lightweight world winner Reg just says the weight is too much, something he has told Crawford many times. He stated, "I definitely want to see it for sure, but I don't think he can win. I definitely don't think he can win." I tell Crawford all the time, I just don't think they make weight groups for a reason. This